broadcasting. Let me get buckled up. Fasten your seatbelts. Put your trays and tables in the upright position because we're ready for takeoff. My special treasure, our special treasure, has been uh, brought to her mom's house. Well, I brought my special treasure to her mom's house, and we are on our way home, getting ready to finish off the weekend, just relaxing, taking it easy, and getting ready for a new week to start. Hope you guys are all having an amazing, wonderful, beautiful weekend. Um, it's warm in the car. What I love about February is you get that greenhouse effect, like I mentioned in my tattoo vlog, where I got a Torvosaurus on my bicep. Um, yeah, that's one of the things where the time is changing, the weather is changing. Time always changes, but the weather's changing, and um, that spring is in the air, even as early as late February, mid to late February. Even yeah, I would say even early February, you start to get an even stronger greenhouse effect in the car. Um, I haven't gone live on a Sunday in a long time. I've been needing to, I obviously with COVID, my schedule hasn't changed at all with the pandemic. Still working, still taking care of SNOM like an absolute boss father. I do my absolute best, is what I mean by that. And I miss you guys. I miss going live. I miss seeing all of you and shooting the breeze on a Sunday after dropping SNOM off. It's one of the easiest times for me to actually go live is on a Sunday. And this weekend we had a ton of fun. I see someone's here. It means a lot that you're here. Let me know who you are. It's great to see you. Great to have you with me, with us, as I always say. Because even though Esnam is not on camera, she's my and I have an invisible assistant who shall remain nameless, and who hopefully will be named again in the future, and shown again in the future. But for now, it is what it is. We have to respect that. The vlog I put out today is a very interesting vlog. It's an awesome vlog. We finally got our volcano done. I, I I don't know how to make it explode and make the food coloring and the vinegar and the baking soda go all over the place. That's what we really wanted it to do. And because the ground, we had really nice warmer weather last week, and all of a sudden, just for the weekend, it got freezing cold yesterday, literally like 19 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday. So we weren't able to really, pile up snow and make a new volcano. So we just used the top of our igloo to make it, and it ended up working out really well. Um, but then we had a really weird and rough situation last night. We had an awesome day spending time together. Esnam, by the way, just to give you an update, Esnam is learning guitar. She's learned how to play harmonics. Those of you who know how to play guitar, it's just a very soothing thing to play. Also, like on the seventh fret and on the 12th fret, it's very soothing, very calming. But also, some people use the harmonics to tune their guitar to make sure that their guitar is in tune. So Esnam is learning that. She knows how to play simplified versions of the E chord and the A chord, and she also is learning how to play "Mary Had a Little Lamb." So obviously, very simple stuff. Her fingers aren't used to. She's powering through it though, but it hurts. It hurts her fingers um, to play for now. Obviously, like I think everybody has that problem. But it hurts her fingers to play the guitar, and she's getting used to it. She's getting better and better at it though. I didn't. I didn't. I don't know. I didn't buy nylon strings. Maybe I should have, because she is learning. But I just didn't make that decision. I made the decision to buy the lightest gauge of steel strings I could find, super light gauge, the lightest possible, like super extra light. And we strung it up and we made sure it's in tune. And I'm very proud of her. Esnam, if you're watching this now or in the future, I love you with all my heart. I'm proud of you. I'm overwhelmingly, amazingly, incredibly proud of your progress, Punky. You I'm pleasantly, I'm not even surprised. I'm just amazed. And also, Esnam is learning how to read. Like she's sounding out. She's learning how to read mostly in French because that's she has to go to a French school because of the rules established by the government here. And but especially for immigrants here in Quebec, if you're an immigrant in Quebec, like I am, like her mother is, um, you cannot send your child to an English school, even if you want to, even if you're from the States and you grew up in English. I personally don't agree with that. I think we should have more freedom to send our kids to the school that we want to send them to. But I, as one person, am not going to change that situation, and I realize that. Um, but yeah, so SNM is doing an amazingly great job. She's with what she's learning in French. She's actually figuring out and sounding out words in English like an absolute 6-year-old boss. Her birthday's coming up on April 1st, and I think it's going to be another kind of pandemic birthday, but we're gonna have fun and celebrate it. Um, I'm still, I don't even know if she wants to celebrate it because her mom doesn't celebrate birthdays for her religious reasons. But I always tell Esnam, if you want to celebrate, we'll celebrate. If you don't want to celebrate, that's all right. We don't have to. I just want you to have, if you want to have that experience, then I want you to have that experience. And I know that she, up until recently, she's liked celebrating her birthday. And I remember even when she turned 5, she told me that, she said, "Thank you for singing Happy Birthday to me, Daddy." So yeah, there you go. But we had the vlog we put out is a very good example. The vlog we put out today. So if you haven't watched it yet, check it out. It's Snowcano 2, which snow volcano made of snow basically, and this is the second attempt at that. Um, but SNM is, we made that, and then we shot Words of Wisdom with Sir Growlzalot, which I haven't edited yet, but some more fun things that we make Sir Growlzalot say and get into a fight with Glenda Glitterpoop, Angry Unicorn, which is always awesome to me, and SNM. She loves that stuff. But then we decided to get a Happy Meal for dinner. She told me that, her mom was thinking about going to McDonald's on Friday, but then they didn't go. And then, I had dinner already in the works by the time she got to my house. So I didn't want to take her to McDonald's then, but I said, listen, we'll go to McDonald's tomorrow night. It'll be an opportunity to get out of the house, a chance to get out of the house and relax and, just go out and have fun. So, like usual, with my camera in the Nest here, I'm vlogging. We go through and I had another camera set up on the door over here, on the right, the passenger side door, so it could be hands free like it's supposed to. And we had it set up where I'm filming and going through the drive-through. Everything is fine. When we get to actually, so there's two windows, right? Most McDonald's, I think, have two windows. You go to pay at one window, and then you collect your food. You get your food at the second window. Well, when we got to the second window, not even saying hi, how are you, what's going on. The first thing they say is, I can see you're filming in the car. I don't want to be filmed. I said, okay, that's fine, but we're not filming you. We're filming, us in the car getting our food from McDonald's. We have a YouTube channel called Daddy Daughter Broadcasting. Da, da, da. So she says, well, we don't want to be filmed. It's a private establishment. I said, all right, that's fine. And, just very politely, in a very polite tone, not sarcastic at all, I asked her, what are you guys scared of? What do you not what do you not want to be filmed for? What are you worried about? We're filming in the car. We're very clearly filming ourselves. We're obviously, I want to get the shot of the food going into our hands because that, to me, that makes a good vlog. But that's so. And as soon as I said that, like basically everything was taken care of, everything was handled, and I was getting ready because they didn't want us filming there, and I wasn't going to stop filming. I was getting ready to go to the side parking, the two parking spaces. Usually it's two where they ask you to go when the food's not ready. Well, the thing is, our food was ready. They just didn't want to be filmed, and I get that. Some people, you can't force somebody to play along, even if you have the best of intentions, like we do. And even if you have the most innocent intentions and will about a situation, and you're just trying to, you know, work your habit, you work your hobby, which obviously this is a hobby. We're not getting paid on YouTube of creating, and and we were getting ready to go. So we were getting ready to go, but I respectfully just asked the lady, "Hey, what are you guys so scared of? Why do you?" And because what we're in the car, clearly we're filming ourselves. Clearly, the only thing we could possibly see is your hand handing us the food. So what are you so worried about? And then all of a sudden, this manager comes over out of respect, and because I don't know what the rules are in Canada, I don't know if you're allowed to film. Like in the states, this stuff would already be up on YouTube, and there would be no problem because you're allowed to film somebody who's in the public sphere. And my personal opinion about McDonald's is, especially a drive-through, that's that's something that I do myself. I'm filming myself. You're telling me not to film, but by telling me not to film, you're also telling me not to film myself, which I also feel that I'm giving you my money as a customer. um, I'm not going to ask you, I'm not going to call up the McDonald's in advance and ask them, can I go through the drive through while filming because I have a YouTube channel? Would that be okay? I don't think, it's just that doesn't make sense to me. I think McDonald's is so well established and is basically everywhere. It's kind of like social media. You can't go a couple miles without coming across a McDonald's. They're so well established that they're almost like a public utility. They're everywhere, and I just don't see that. Especially because you're basically in and out. Also, like, what is wrong with me trying to get a couple of cinematic shots of just me collecting my food? I don't see anything wrong with that. But anyway, so I had after that I was getting ready. I asked my question, and as soon as I got my answer, hopefully it wasn't a sarcastic answer, but I never got my answer. I asked, what are you scared of? The minute I said that, the manager, a very buff, overly masculine, very tough guy, bully type of man, comes running over, like basically screaming at the top of his lungs, saying, "Hey, what are you doing? Don't! You're not allowed to film!" And I'm about to cough, but because of that, I was basically like, "What is going on here?" Like, so I called him out. I said, "Listen, you're coming over here very aggressive. You're being a bully. You're also being a bully to me in front of my 6-year-old daughter, who doesn't need to see that. And you're acting like you want to fight somebody. First of all," and it was the manager of the McDonald's. "First of all, that's not the way you should go about your business. Um, that's not the way you should act at all. Also, it's very, if you want to diffuse a situation, you don't go into the situation that way. You go into a situation respectfully, without aggressivity, and you just calmly say, 'Listen, sir, we understand.' That's how I would handle it. I work with people. I work with the public in general, and I've been doing that since I was, 14 or 15 years old at my first job. I know what it takes to properly serve somebody. I know what it takes to give excellent client experience. I also know what it takes to diffuse a situation in my personal life and at work, so that it can be win-win. The customer gets what they want within reason, and gets it with a huge amount of politeness and respect and dignity, as whatever you're doing with your clients deserve. And if they don't give you that dignity, then at some point in time, if a client is getting violent or mean, which I wasn't at all, then okay, let's take a break. I can see emotions are running high. We'll take a break. Let's schedule some time where we can both talk about this calmly, and then we'll move on, and we'll find the best solution for you and your situation." He didn't do that at all. He just rushed over like a bull in a china shop, ready to fight, ready to cause a problem, very disrespectful. And I called him out on it, and I was calm as hell. But I called him out on it. I said, listen, you're being a bully. You're doing it in front of my daughter. I don't deserve that. You owe me an apology. You owe my daughter an apology. It's not at that point. It's not even about the filming. At that point, it's really about my daughter, and the fact that I understand that some people don't want to be filmed. I've said it many times. I'm actually surprised the amount of times we've filmed, and had a ton of fun here filming, and got away with filming in places that I was expecting someone to come over and be like, "Hey, stop filming. This is unacceptable." I'm very pleasantly surprised. As much as I wish you could say hi to people in Montreal and not be looked at as if you had three heads, or two heads, as the expression goes. As much as I wish that was the case, as much as I wish there were things different in Montreal, I can also see um, that it's the fact that we've been able to film in so many different venues and situations is awesome, absolutely awesome. And in general, people tend to mind their own business, so I'm thankful for that aspect. But this guy, instead of resolving the problem and saying, "Hey," and I said, "Look, all I'm going to do is I'm going to film us getting the food, and then we're going to be on our way." But he didn't want to have that, so basically, he like I was going to do anyway. At the end of the line, I ended up going to those two reserved parking spots. Thank you for the thumbs up. That means a lot. Whomever you are, you can talk to me. I think that's Gemma. Amazing, sweet, awesome Gemma. Great to see you, sister. Great to have you. And thank you for the like. I believe it's you that put that thumbs up, so that means a lot. Yeah, so I'm just talking about Gemma. I'm just talking about a situation I had last night with Esinam, where we're filming in the car. The phone is in the Nest up here on the dashboard. Yeah, it's me, bro. All right. Well, thank you. That means a lot, sister. Always great to see you. I know we had some disagreements about hashtagging Asperger's and stuff, but you're always welcome here. Even if we can agree to disagree on some things, and that's all right. I always will consider you my YouTube sister, and you will always be welcome here, and it means a lot to have you. So thank you for that. Um but yeah, so I was just talking about a situation last night. Let me turn the heat down because it's getting hot. A situation last night with Estenam. In a nutshell, we're filming in a safe way. The camera's in the side of the door. The other camera is on the dashboard, nestled in its nest like it is now, hands free. And we're doing what we got to do. But in spite of that, the guy at McDonald's, the people at McDonald's said they didn't want to be filmed at the drive-through, which I find ridiculous, because the most you're going to see is your hands giving me the food, and that's it. I respect how people. Thank you, sister. Thank you. I do too, and I love people like you who are mature enough and confident enough in themselves that it's okay if there is a disagreement and we find it, we talk about it, we talk it out, and then we move on. So thank you. That means a lot. That is all to your honor, Gemma, and it really does mean a lot. But take a look at this skyline, guys. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, I ended up, I told this guy, I said, listen, you're not treating. I'm at a red light, by the way. You're not treating us fairly. This is you're coming at this very aggressive because basically he came at me like a bull in a china shop when I had resolved the issue with his employees. I asked them the question about, what are you guys so scared of? Why are you so vehement? Instead of saying hi to me, how's it going? Listen, we can't film. The first thing you say is, I don't want to be filmed. I don't want to be on camera. You can't film here. I'm like, it's McDonald's. To me, that's a public space. I know it's a private company, but McDonald's is so well established, so it's everywhere. Omnipresent is the word I think I'm looking for. It's so omnipresent that it's to me, it's like a commodity. It's like a public space to me. You go, people take their kids there to have a coffee and play on the McDonald's jungle gyms. I never let SNOM do that because I don't feel comfortable with how well they may or may not clean those places, especially the ball pit. You hear horror stories about the ball pit, but in a nutshell, I ended up telling this guy, listen, you owe me an apology. You owe my daughter an apology. There's no reason for you to be so aggressive towards me. And we're not doing anything wrong. We're filming our lives, not yours. We're not, and thank you for the food, but I'm also a paying customer. So even you may not agree with the fact that there are cameras in the car, but you have to be respectful to me. I'm paying you. I am only one person, and I know McDonald's has billions of dollars. And as a human being, individual, I know they don't give a crap about me personally. They just can't because they don't know me. But I know they want to put out a good image. And if you want to put out a good image, then you definitely don't want to be aggressive. But this is what I'm trying to say. I didn't put any of that material in the vlog. Gemma, I'm going to go back and read your comment, sister. For some reason, I can't see it well, but it's a great lesson to Esanam because Esanam even said, she's like, well, Daddy, I know McDonald's food tastes so great, but it doesn't taste, it tastes it tastes nasty in my stomach because of the experience we had. And that's basically what she said. She said, I'm happy, McDonald's food tastes so great, but it doesn't taste so great now because of the way we were treated. Basically with this aggressive guy. And I said, listen, you're being an alpha male. You're being overly aggressive. You don't talk to people that way. Life doesn't work that way, pal. I told him that. Um, but it's a great lesson. The fact that I was able to put together a positive vlog, which didn't have the content of that the people didn't want in there, and still make it extremely positive and have a fun experience about getting a Happy Meal with your daughter, which should be an awesome experience. But I even told the guy because Esnam started crying, not because of something I was doing. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't raising my voice. I was talking to you very calmly, like I'm talking to you now. Talking to him very calmly, like I'm talking to you now. But I think it's an amazing way to show Esnam just through that vlog that we put out that you can have a negative experience and turn it into a positive and not let somebody ruin the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend, just because they didn't want to have the respect for you that they should. And I thought about that today after I finished editing the vlog and I uploaded it. I thought about, yeah, this is a really good lesson for Esnam to have to show her that you can turn something very negative into a positive. And it was a very frustrating situation. Always check your blind spots, kids. But it was a very frustrating situation, a very sad situation. I think I told him, I said, this is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. There's no way you should treat me like that, especially in front of my daughter, but in general. Um, so, yeah, so basically that's one part of our weekend. The rest of the weekend and the rest of the night, as you could see by the rest of the vlog, was amazing. And Gemma, just to let you know, Esanam is learning. She knows how to play the first part of Mary Had a Little Lamb. So she can play everything on the notes, right? She's not playing it in chords or anything, but she can play Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. So she can play that on guitar in the notes. Like this is a great way for her to get learning. I've taught her harmonics, which anyone who plays guitar knows what harmonics are. It's basically a very soothing sound, and a lot of people use harmonics to tune their guitar. Thank you. Hey, sweet Louisa, YouTube sister. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you're here, sister. Before I'm almost at my destination, but as soon as I get parked here, I'm gonna go back and look at a lot of your comments. It's great to see you, sweet Louisa. You and Gemma, you especially, Louisa, but Gemma too, your OG Daddy Daughter Broadcasting, OG DDBers, and it means the world. You, ATJH, I remember a time when ATJH Travels was putting comments on our videos all the time, and I was just like, who is this guy? Because he just wouldn't stop, like all the time putting comments. And then I finally realized, take a look at this beautiful sky, guys. Just take a look. Beautiful sky. I wish I could drop the luminosity, but yeah, just beautiful. It's been cloudy and cold, but yeah. So, can you hear me well? Let me go back and take a look at some of these comments. Let's go to live chat. Let's see here. Hey, yes, it's me, bro. No, it was not a disagreement. We have our own opinion. There you go. There you go. That is the best way to put it. It wasn't even a disagreement. It's just we had our two own opinions, two ships sailing, And I really love that you had the candor and the respect and the love, the friendly platonic YouTube love to say, hey, why are you hashtagging on an autism hashtag when you're screaming in the video? Because I get it too. I get it. People with autism. When I was a kid, screaming and stuff would have. I hated loud music. I hated the parties that my parents had. They were totally insensitive, and they didn't know. They didn't even try to know that I had Asperger's syndrome. So I totally get it. But let's go back here. Yeah, so it's World Autism Month next month. That's April, right? Yep, April is World Autism Month. Sweet Louisa says hi. Hey, Gemma. All right, happy to see you. All right, I am caught up. All right, glad to see you hear me well also. So basically, this is where I'm at. So that was what we did over the weekend. But Esnam is learning how to play guitar. She's doing a great job. I'm trying to get us to a point where she can bring her guitar to her mom's house and practice over there as well. We're not there yet. The communication between her mother and I is not stellar. I wish it was. I'm doing everything I possibly can to keep the communication open. But even just saying hi to me when I drop Esnam off, which is key when you're co-parenting. She wasn't doing that for a long, 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 long time up until very recently. And I find that I don't think that's acceptable, but I can't force her. So I told her, I said, listen, you're hurting Esnam in the long run by not saying hi to me. I want you to do it, but I can't force you. So I'm going to keep saying hi to you. Hopefully you'll be ready to do that. And it came along. So slow and steady wins the race. It shouldn't be like that at all, but it is. Some people are different. Some people don't forgive what they perceive as wrongdoings done to them, even though there was nothing wrong done. Everything was done wrong to me, but we can go into details in another live stream or in another vlog. But so yeah, we had a ton of fun, Esnam and I. Today we watched Sonic, the 2020 movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was awesome. We had a lot of fun. We kind of made it like a movie afternoon. We had candy and Twizzlers and no popcorn, but I'm gonna order popcorn for next time. But yeah, so she's doing great. She's learning how to read. She's sounding out words in English. She can read. She can read along with me in books. Um, she'll be 7 in April. I remember in our first couple of vlogs, putting out the first vlog, a 3-year-old, absolute 3-year-old toddler pumps gas. I remember that kind of vlog, or just we almost got thrown out of the supermarket. Vlogs like that, just fun, amazing vlogs. I miss those times, but it doesn't matter because we're in new times where Esnam is growing exponentially, learning exponentially, and just doing an amazing, beautiful job. And Esnam, I love you. I'm so proud of you. Daddy's proud of you, baby. If you're watching this later on when you're older, I love you and I'm proud of you. But yeah, as far as COVID, I'm glad you're doing your part to be positive influence. Thank you, Louisa. I'm not the best, but I do my best. And yeah, and so yeah, Gemma says it's all good, bro, and it is all good. But yeah, like for me, there's like check box as you know, Gemma. There's check boxes that need to be checked off. So it feels good to know that everything is all good, even though I didn't have any doubts. You know, you kind of wonder because not everybody's as reasonable as you or Sweet Louisa are. So I appreciate that. That means a lot to kind of check that box off for my autistic brain, my Asperger's brain. But as far as COVID stuff, I'm pleasantly surprised to see the states are opening up. I'm still being super careful. I still have, constantly, let's see here, see if we can get this out. Constantly have my rubbing alcohol with me, constantly have a mask, ready. When I got a tattoo, as you saw, I wore the mask. Sweet Louisa, if you haven't seen it yet, check out my Torvosaurus tattoo vlog from last week. Torvosaurus is a lesser known dinosaur that lived 65 million years ago, I believe in the Jurassic period, not Cretaceous like Tyrannosaurus, but in the Jurassic period, which was before the Cretaceous. But yeah, it's a beautiful tattoo. I still have another week to go before I know if I'll need a touch up on it. It usually takes about a week or two before you know if everything is, all the ink is sunk in, and none of the scabs that come off have taken any ink away. That does happen actually. It sucks, but it does happen. And yeah, but as far as COVID is concerned, Nothing's opening up. I mean, we have the stores are open, but what really sucks is Quebec decided to instate a curfew, and I don't agree with the curfew. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Luisa. That means a lot. I hope you liked it. I hope you think it's an absolute boss tattoo. I'm very thankful in my older age to have started getting tattoos at an older age because it helps you. You know, I'm very satisfied with the tattoos I have. My next step and last step is to galaxy up this arm around the unicorn. And I'm keeping Esnam's name there. You betcha. I ain't getting rid of Esnam's name. But yeah, so we have a curfew that it starts at 8 p.m. and ends at 5 a.m. It still hasn't gone away. That means all businesses are closing as of 7:30 at the latest, and some businesses need to close early. Like the tattoo parlor I go to, they close around 6. Oh, that was my battery low power mode warning. So I'm gonna end the live stream soon. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I don't know if any of the newer versions of COVID are happening here. I also know that I think England even is opening up a little bit, right, Gemma? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even think they have a curfew now, but you know, in a lot of the states with getting rid of the masks and stuff. Me personally, I've always wanted it to be socially acceptable to wear a mask, but I honestly don't think we should force people. That's my humble opinion. I think people should do it of their own volition. I also think that people should not be rude and disrespectful and go into stores where you know you have to wear a mask and expect to get that special service because that's totally unacceptable. You're pushing a moot point, and obviously nowadays you're going to get in trouble for doing that. But also, it's disrespectful. That is a place. Awesome, kids are back in school. Love them, but I hear you. You know, everybody that has kids knows this. You love them with all your heart. You're there for them. You will protect them. You always want to be around them. With me, it's a little different because you know I during the school year it's harder to see Esnam as often as I'd like because you know the court decision decided that she would go to school there for now. You know, one day I'm planning on changing all of that. I'm planning on getting the things changed that we need to change and moving closer to her mom, or hopefully maybe her mom will move back closer to here. We're gonna figure all that stuff out, but you love your kids so much, but you need a break sometimes. Like you need like even just an evening to yourself. Even if you're not going to fully get away from your kids for a long time, you need that time. So I totally get it. I totally get it. You love them, but they can just the stress. I'm a kind of helicopter father, not in a terribly negative sense at all. But I always want to be there. For my mind is constantly thinking, okay, Esnam is with me, what's going on around me, what are the millions and tens of millions of things going on. I need to protect my daughter and be there for her at all times. To me, that's just normal. That's hyper focus that comes with Asperger's syndrome. But I think a lot of parents are like that. You know, you want your kid to be okay. So just to have that relief of having an evening to yourself or something like that is needed. You need to take some to yourself, no matter what you're doing, whether it's work or parenting or whatever. So I totally get that. But we're slow going here. I don't think there are not that many vaccines going on, especially in Quebec. The vaccines are slow coming, slow going, and we still have the curfew since January, since my last vlog in January. The day I shot that vlog was the day the curfew was instated. The day I got that reminder, that alert on my phone saying that we're now under a curfew. Obviously, it's 6 p.m., so we're okay being outside now. And we should be in the last couple of days of super cold weather. I kind of find it a conundrum, though. You would think the freezing cold weather, especially the Arctic cold weather you get up north here in Canada, you would think that that would that would cause uh, the virus to die faster. But that it should do that outside. The virus should not be able to survive outside. But at the same time, obviously people are inside more often, and there's less sun, and they're not probably not getting as much vitamin D or other vitamins that they need. So I get it. I don't like it. I really this is my first curfew experience. It hasn't really infringed upon my life, because I'm not usually outside after 8 anyway. But it just sucks to know that that's there, and it also sucks to know that businesses are being hurt. I'm a big supporter of business, free market. Making sure that people can run a business and feed their families and take care of themselves, and you just can't do that if you're having too much government oversight and too much government control. and the businesses can't function. So we have to really find that happy medium. And I think I hope that the governments kind of realize, oh, we messed up. When you start seeing the inflation and everything else that's coming down the line, I hope the governments kind of wake up and are like, okay, yeah, we messed up. We're gonna have to find another solution to this. Especially when we found out, it's still a terrible disease. Take it seriously. I still take it seriously. I always wear my mask. I always take care of myself. But and I protect S&M as best I can. But you have to it warmed up here. Some of the flowers, beautiful. That's beautiful. This in New Jersey, and I'm sure further south, this is the time where you start to see crocuses, especially towards the end of March. In the middle of end of March, you start to see crocuses. You start to see daffodils, tulips, coming through. The first stems of the tulips coming through, but especially the crocuses. I miss seeing crocuses. I really do. But yeah, so that's basically where we're at. For anyone that wants to know, the title of this vlog comes from a Pavement song called Sunday Drive on the album Wowie Zowie. So if you want to check that out, go for it. Always great to see you guys. Gemma, Luisa, thank you, sweet Luisa. Thank you, amazing Gemma, for being OG DDBers. It means a lot. If you haven't yet, check out the vlog that we put out earlier today about the snow cano and getting a Happy Meal. I just want to say I love you guys. If you're watching this after the fact, I love you. Thank you for being here. I love you in a friendly, platonic, professional YouTube kind of way. It always means a lot to see you guys. So have a wonderful week. Much love and respect. Thanks for being here. Daddy Daughter Broadcasting signing off for now. Ciao, guys. Take it easy.